The Friedman BE-OD seems to be really popular. Today we'll check out what all the fuss is about. Hello and welcome to another video with me, Elmo J. Karilainen, and it's good to have you along. You can call me this guy if my name is tricky to pronounce. You can call me whatever you want. You can call me Mr. Man Bun Ponytail if you want to. Someone did. They ended up in one of my videos. Today we're checking out the Friedman BE-OD, which is an overdrive pedal that goes into distortion territory, if I've understood correctly. It's based on the legendary Friedman amp. Basically, it's a Friedman in a box. It has 6 controls: bass, treble, presence, volume, gain, and tight. The tight controls the low end tightness. Also, it has an internal trim pot if you want to add even more gain. I've understood that this does a lot of gain, just the way it's set from the factory, where it's set to 12 o'clock, the internal trim pot. But you can get more. Or less if you want less, but more is more, so we might be checking that out, we'll see. It costs 199 euros here in Europe, so it's not cheap. Then again, it looks really well made. It's made in the US, and it's mostly black. Black! Black like the soul of my mother! No, Mum, I love you. Yeah, what else is there? I'll get it hooked up and start playing. Alright, so you can run it on 9 volts or 18. I'm just running it on 9 for this one. I have a Strymon Riverside as well, which is, these days, it's my main overdrive pedal. Just as a point of reference for me and for you, in case you're new to the channel, so you know what kind of thing I like. That way, if I don't like the Friedman, you can say, "You're stupid." So this is the kind of tone I normally have. I use a Marshall Plexi, which is not totally clean. This is my clean-ish signal, and I have a bit of delay in the loop. Kind of tone that breaks up when you use a bit more force. Feel the force, Luke. This is going nowhere really quickly, this video. Let's try out the Friedman. I have everything set halfway. Okay, judging by the amount of noise just from everything being halfway, I might have, well, let's see, I might dig up the noise gate, but it seems to have a ton of gain going on just like this. So let's see. Okay, so the thing is that the Strymon Riverside has an internal noise gate, so I don't have a noise gate on my pedal board. I have one over there that I might connect to this at some point in this video. It makes a huge amount of gain, overdrive, distortion, fuzz, something, and accompanied by a bunch of noise, which is normal when you have a ton of gain, so it's nothing to worry about. Okay, let's see, what shall we see? Let's drop gain all the way, level halfway. Okay, let's add a bit of gain. Let's add a bit of volume. Let's just see what it does as a kind of clean boost. Let's add a bit of gain. So gain is now on 9 o'clock and volume is on full. Okay, this is too much gain. So open up the pedal and trim the pot thingy. Okay, so let's start again. I dropped the trim pot gain all the way down. I have everything set back halfway because it was just too much gain. But that's a good thing to know, because if you need a high gain overdrive for something that's totally clean, this thing will definitely do the job. So let's see. Much more manageable now. Okay, let's go about adding gain. Gain and volume now at 3 o'clock. Let's see how much gain it does with the trim pot down to 0. So volume and gain on full. Let me just compare it to the Strymon. At this point I'm going to change guitars because I'm going to try a humbucking thing. So here is my 7-string Schecter, which I have dropped tuned to C. And it has a faulty volume pot, which is very nice. So let's see what it thinks of. Let's try the Friedman with this. let's see what the tightness does. Turn that all the way down and I'll start playing, and then I'll turn it all the way up once playing. Okay, let's try out the presence. I'll start with bass, then treble, then presence. Go all the way down and all the way up, and just play while I do with that to save a bit of time. Okay, presence didn't do too much because I was playing the low stuff. It's more for the higher stuff. I'll play a bit more. Well, what do I say? Is this yet another pedal that I have to keep? Because it's just so good. And it's different to the stuff that I have. I have the Strymon Sunset, which is very versatile. I have the Strymon Riverside, which is quite versatile in my #1 pedal these days. I've maybe decided to keep the Nobles OD R1, which is very different to the Friedman, but the Friedman is absolutely brilliant. Again, I buy the gear that I review, so no one is paying me to say this, and I've said stuff not so positive about lots of gear, but this thing is absolutely brilliant. Yeah, €200 is... It's not crazy expensive, but it's fairly expensive for an overdrive pedal because you can get very good stuff for less. Then again, the Riverside is a bit more. But then again, the Riverside has 2 sides to it and it has a noise gate, so it's more versatile on the go. But this thing is absolutely brilliant. What can I say? So, if you want to watch more of my gear reviews, there's a playlist here somewhere. Click like if you like the video, comment, let me know what you thought and if you have this, or if you think there's anything else I should try out. Subscribe if you haven't already, hit that bell notification, and join me on Patreon because, hey, I buy the gear that I review, and the Patreon thing really helps, and you get a bunch of exclusives, and you can get all of my music and all that stuff there. So I really hope that you join me on Patreon. Other than that, I hope to see you in another video. Take care. Goodbye.